One of the things that I run into a lot as a hypnotist and a hypnosis trainer is the mistaken idea that suggestibility tests and convincers are the same thing. It's not surprising that people think this because they look the same and in many cases are the exact same process, but they are totally different from each other in the sense that they are used for completely different purposes. Like I'm saying, they could look exactly the same. So how can you tell if something is a suggestibility test or a convincer? Well, you can tell immediately whether it's a suggestibility test if it's used at the beginning of a session before hypnotic trance, whereas a convincer is used after your induction during hypnotic trance. So suggestibility test in advance, convincer during trance, and that's the real way of telling. Here's why. When you use a convincer in a hypnosis session, it has an absolutely different purpose than a suggestibility test. A suggestibility test is done before an induction, and it may be a single test or there could be several in a row. It may be something like you're starting with a hand clasp and your hands are locking tighter and tighter. Oh, you can't get them apart. Okay, it's worked. Then you might do something like, magnetic fingers moving together. All of these suggestibility tests are done before you do an induction, and what they do is they pave the way to do stellar hypnotic work. Now, you don't have to use them. They can be used in a hypnotic session for hypnotherapy, whatever, but they are absolutely essential on a stage when you're doing hypnosis for entertainment. That's because suggestibility tests are not really to tell whether or not someone is suggestible. A suggestibility test has one purpose only, which is to create something called heteroaction. Heteroaction is basically when you fulfill one suggestion, it causes a momentum and you're much more likely to fulfill another suggestion. So doing a couple of suggestibility tests starts to build heteroaction. Then when you do your induction, wham, you zone them through the floor really quickly. Client sessions, if you want to, on stage, for sure, because in hypnotic entertainment, you want to thin your audience down as rapidly as possible, at least the people who come up and volunteered. Now, convincers, on the other hand, even though they look the same, are used within a trance, so I said. What is the purpose of them? Are they to tell the person they're suggestible? No, of course not. You've already got them hypnotized. The reason you do a convincer, and it might be something like leg catalepsy. Oh, you can't move your legs, you can't stand up. That's one of my favorites. Or it could be eyelid catalepsy. You can't open your eyes are glued shut. They look like suggestibility tests, but the purpose is when the person comes out of trance, no matter how well you explain it, there's a good chance they're going to say, I don't think I was hypnotized because I heard everything you said. Yeah, you have to hear everything I'm saying. Otherwise, you're in a different state, which is called death. So you're getting the person to have something they can look back on. So when they come out of hypnosis and say, well, I don't think it worked, you can say, remember when I told you you couldn't open your eyes and you didn't? Yeah, but I felt like I could. Yeah, but did you open them? No, I guess I didn't. And remember when I said you couldn't stand up or lift your legs? Yeah, but I felt like I could if I wanted to. But did you do it? No, I didn't. What does that mean? I guess I was hypnotized. Exactly, you were hypnotized. A convincer is for them. A suggestibility test builds momentum and it causes the person to go into trance quicker, whereas a convincer is something they can look back on when they come out of trance that will convince them they have had a hypnotic experience. Suggestibility tests and convincers, they look the same, but they're different. We hope you've enjoyed this video and that it's useful to you. Click the subscribe button and we'll see you in the next video.
Remember to click the subscribe button.
These are all going to have to be written in here.
Video.
Okay. What's wrong with that?